Hello, charting friends. JungleFunk here to talk a bit about the TradingView Alert system. It is quite robust and allows us to stay on top of many different signals across the markets without having to physically keep our eyes on all of the action, which can be a very valuable tool in our trading tool belts. In this video, we will go over price level alerts, EMA and MA alerts, RSI alerts, horizontal ray alerts, trendline alerts, volume alerts, and flush and spike alerts. So let's start it off here with the standard price-based alert. We will right-click on the chart, we'll hit Add Alert, and up here you can type in the level you want your alert at. From there, we will hit Create, and now we will be notified when price drops below that level. I would recommend going to the side here and right-clicking on this nugget and unchecking Extend Alert Lines. That'll get rid of that alert line and help keep your chart nice and clean. Next, we can do EMA-based alerts. So say you have a name consistently riding or rejecting from a specific EMA, we can set an alert for that. So in this case, the Bitcoin weekly with the 12 EMA rejections is a nice example. So we will right-click, we'll do Add Alert, and we will change this from value to our EMA indicator. In this case, it defaults to the 12 EMA, which is the one we want, so we'll leave that there, and we will hit Create. Now we will be notified the next time the Bitcoin weekly chart tests its 12 EMA. We can do the same thing here for simple moving averages. So if we want to be notified when the 200 moving average is next tested on the Bitcoin weekly, we'll follow similar steps. We'll right-click, we'll add alert, and we'll switch value to our moving average indicator. In this case, it is the longest moving average, so we'll go to long MA, and we will hit Create. Now we will be notified when Bitcoin weekly tests the 200 moving average. Next, we can do RSI-based alerts. So we'll go over to NQ for this example. It's powerful when coupled with the backburner strategy, and because we're in a bearish environment, we have overbought backburners that we are watching as opposed to the standard oversold backburners. So we can look at this chart and see that 15-minute overbought has been giving nice signals. So let's go ahead and set an alert for it. We will right-click on the chart. We'll do Add Alert on RSI, and it's nice to put it a bit below where you are looking for, which in this case overbought is 70 RSI, so we can set it at 68 to give us a bit of a heads up before we get there. And this is time frame specific, so if you set it on the 15-minute chart, it will only let you know when that 15-minute RSI hits 68. We'll hit Create, and then now we will be notified the next time that RSI level gets up there. You can do the same thing to the downside, so say you want to know if we hit weekly oversold RSI here on NQ. Looks like I had that set previously. We'll get rid of that for the moment and reset it. We'll right-click here. We'll go to Add Alert on RSI, and then we'll set it to 32 to give us a little bit of a heads up before we get there. And that is that for those RSI-based alerts. My favorite style of alerts here is based on horizontal rays. So you can set a couple horizontal rays on your chart, and then you can right-click on that ray, hit Add Alert for horizontal ray, and then hit Create. We'll do the same thing on this top one, Add Alert on horizontal ray, Create, and what you can do with these is you can just pin the price action to be so you're notified if there's any notable breaks of resistance or support. I guess we'll leave this one up here for now, would be the most applicable, as this would let us know if we break out of this end of day range. So that's fine and dandy, but the coolest part about it is that when the alert triggers, which we can force trigger one here, let's just set it right there and see if we can get a tick down to trigger it. Once this alert triggers, as it just did here, you see the alarm clock on the left turns white, meaning that it is now inactive. But from there, once you drag it and reset it somewhere, the alert resets with it. So I like to keep 2 of these on any chart that I'm trading regularly, and I'll just kind of pin the action as it moves around, and I don't have to necessarily keep my eyes glued to the chart to know when we're getting a material change in whatever time frame is relevant to me. We can do something similar with a trendline alert. So I'm going to delete these for now. And let's move this chart up and say we want to draw a trend line and be notified when price drops below it. So we can have our trend line there. We'll right click on that line and we'll do add alert on extended line. Create, and now we will be notified when price drops below that line. And you can see you have your little alarm indicator there as well. Next, we can set volume-based alerts. So we'll start here by setting an alert for if daily volume gets over the 20-period volume moving average. So instead of right-clicking on the background of the chart, we're going to right-click on the volume bars themselves. We'll hit Add Alert on Volume, and the same prompt comes up, but we'll have volume at the top here instead of the ticker we're trading. We're going to go ahead and change crossing to greater than, and then instead of a value, we are going to select the volume indicator again, and that will default to our volume moving average. We hit create, and now when volume gets above that moving average, we will be notified. Another volume-based option is to look for climax candles. So this is going to be ticker specific. Each name is going to have a different number of shares that are notable on a specific time frame. But say we're looking for high 5-minute volume on NQ. We can right click on the volume bars again. We'll go add alert on volume. We've got our volume at the top. We'll switch this again to greater than, and then we'll leave this on value, and we'll pick a value that is relevant to the chart and the time frame, and then we'll hit create, and then we will be notified of volume climax candles. We can also set alerts for liquidation or capitulation style moves, whether it be a climax flush to the downside or a blow off top to the upside. TradingView can notify us if there's a specific percentage move in one or more candles on the specified time frame. The context of when this can be valuable is in a situation like this on Bitcoin when we were approaching key 20,000 psychological support in daily and weekly oversold conditions. There was good reason to think that if that support flushed, there'd be a strong move to the downside, and also that that strong move could mark the final push before a short-term reversal. So to set up this notification, we'll go to the time frame that we're looking to set the alert on. We will right-click on the background. We'll go to Add Alert, and then we'll switch this from crossing to Move Down Percentage. And the metrics that you choose are going to be specific to the instrument you're trading, but in this case, a 4% move in one 5-minute candle is a strong move on Bitcoin and can be indicative of a final flush taking place. So we hit create, and then we will be notified if we get a 4% move in one 5-minute candle, and that can have us focus up to look to play a capitulation bottom. Those are some of the common alerts that you may find helpful to add to your trading game, but it's not by any means an exhaustive list. If we look in here, there's many different conditions. We can apply them to all of our indicators, so an individual can really tailor this to benefit their personal trading. One person may be marking off the lows or highs, lows and or highs of all of our major sectors so that you can keep tabs on market rotation and who's strong and who's weak. One person may only be looking for EMA touches on certain time frames. Another trader might just be looking for oversold or overbought conditions. So you've got to figure out how these alerts fit into your trading game, but at the end of the day, they allow us to keep our eyes off of the charts while keeping tabs on all of the action. Hope this helps improve your trading game. Have a wonderful day. Take care.